JQuery animate method. So using this method, we can create animations. The syntax is syntax dollar symbol and selector and dot animate method, and next CSS properties and speed parameter and callback function. Okay, speed parameters, CSS parameters. These param defines CSS properties. We can define the CSS properties to animate the HTML element, and speed is the optional parameter, and callback is also optional parameter. Speed parameter is the duration of the effect, and optional callback function is a function to be executed after the complete the animation. So for example, animation.html, next we need to call this library. So one development for ID div1, here sample content, and one button, input type equal to button, value animate development, and next ID btn animate close button. Next, when you click on this button, animation will be applied to development. Script tag and document dot ready function. Next, dollar symbol hash btn animate dot click, Okay, when you click on this button, we have to apply the animation for development. Dollar symbol, id, div1 dot animate method. In animate method, we have to give the CSS properties and callback function and speed parameters. CSS parameters is like a width with 100 pixel or 100%, and comma, speed 3 seconds, and optional callback function, a success function. Function success. After complete the animation, display alert box as completed. Run this example. So we have to apply some CSS styles to the div, like same styles. And click on this button. The size is changed to 100%. Okay, in 3 seconds. If you give the value here, uh, 8000, so 8 seconds. So in 8 seconds, it will complete the animation. Okay, after completed animation method, callback function is executed. You can give the number of CSS properties to the div element. You can remove this or just 200 pixel, comma, we can move this div to left side 200 pixels, and comma, and height 600 pixels, padding. Okay, when you click on this button, animation applied to development width 100% or just 500 pixels, left side move to 200 pixel, and height also operate 600 pixels. Refresh this. Default 200 pixels width. Okay, width 200 pixels and padding center border color. So click this button. So animation is working on div. Okay, the animation is completed. So using CSS properties, we can implement animations. And next, duration of the animation and callback function. And next, stop animation method. Stop method. Using stop method, we can stop the animations or effects. Using stop method, we can stop animations or effects. This stop method works for all JQuery effects like fading effects, okay, sliders, and animations. So if you want to stop animation, okay, you can put particular one button for stop. Stop animation, btn stop. When you click on this stop button, the animation is stopped. Dollar hash btn stop button dot click function dollar symbol hash div1 dot stop. Okay, when you click on animation button, animation is working, and again click stop button. Put these two buttons in the top. Okay, we can stop this. Okay, animation is stopped. Okay, again click on this animation button, animation is working, and again stop, again it's working. So you can stop anytime using stop animation method. Same like slider and fading effects also, you can stop the animation and you can stop the effects. In slider methods, we have to use slide up or slide down, slide toggle method in this statement. So we can use stop button to stop the sliding methods or fading effects. And next, chaining, jQuery chaining chaining method. The chaining concept allows you to run multiple jQuery methods like slide down, slide up, okay, fade in, fade out, animation. So all these things. So using chaining method, chaining allows run multiple jQuery methods in a single statement. So we can run jQuery methods like slide up, slide down, fade in, fade out in a single statement. Multiple methods we can execute. Suppose I want to execute slide up, slide down, okay, in paragraph. Chaining.html. And remove this and this one also. Run chaining. When you click on this button, the slide up and slide down methods works in single statement. So button chain, dollar symbol, hash div1 dot slide up in 3 seconds, comma, slide down in 3 seconds. Okay, so two methods are executing in the single statement. So these are called chaining. Okay, slide up and slide down, both are executed. So same time we can apply the CSS properties also using CSS method. Background color, like blue, and font size. Okay, 18 pixel. Slide up, slide down, and CSS methods. So these three methods are executing in the single statement for development. Okay, background color is changed and font size is not applied. Okay, font size. Okay, font size also changed now. Okay, so this is the chaining concept. Using chaining concept, we can run the multiple JQuery methods within a single statement. Normally, we are writing on this slide up or slide down methods in the separate statements, but we can use this chaining concept. And next, DOM manipulations. DOM manipulation. This is very important concept in jQuery. Using DOM manipulation, we can retrieve the content from HTML elements, or we can apply the content to the HTML elements. So here three types of DOM manipulation methods is there. First one is text method and HTML method and val method. Though these three are DOM manipulation methods. Using text method, sets are written text of um, selected element. HTML also same, but it returns the HTML content also. Sets are written the content of selected elements, including HTML markup tags also. Tags also it will return. I will show the example. And value also same. Sets are written the value are written value from text boxes or form fields. Text method and HTML method and val method dot html. So these three are in single example. You can remove these styles. You have to take three buttons: text, okay, html, and for val. Return text, btn text, and return html, btn html, return value, btn value. Suppose one paragraph, sample content, paragraph id equal to some p1, and paragraph 2 we don't need this the paragraphs, two paragraphs. Just we can make one only text box and id, txt name. So when you click on this button, txt button, so it will display normal text. Okay, p id p1, p2. So when you click on this button, text button, it will display some normal text, dollar symbol, p1 dash dot get text method, display some text. This is text method. And next, click on second button, html button, html dot html dot click. So it will display in paragraph 2. p2 dot html with html elements like a p sample paragraph p. In the text, dollar symbol dash btn value dot click function display null alert. Dollar symbol bracket txt name dot value. So this display text box value in alert box, and for second paragraph display some content with html elements. So return text, just only text is displayed. Return html sample paragraph. Okay, bold text are displaying, and return value javascript. So using value method you can return the value. So this is the text html val methods DOM manipulation. And next, so adding elements in JQuery. Adding elements in JQuery. So in JQuery, suppose if you want to add new elements in our particular HTML document, you can use append, prepend, after, before methods to add the elements in the content. So first one is append, and the second one is prepend, and third one is after, fourth one is before. So these are the four methods to add the new elements in the content. So append method inserts content at the end of the selected HTML element. Using this method, we can insert HTML element at the end of the selected element. And prepend, using this method we can insert HTML element at the beginning of the selected element. Okay, beginning of the selected element. And next, after method. After method, insert content after the selected element. Insert content after the selected HTML element. And before method, insert content before the selected HTML element. So suppose, for example, append prepend, append prepend.html form. Suppose one button and div element is there. When you click on this button, I want to add some content at the end of the div element. btn append. dollar symbol hash d1 dot append. So I want to add some content at the end of the div, like example for append method. Okay, run this example. So this content added to the div at the end of the div. So div element sample content is there and extra content is added using append method. So in div element only. So append prepend added content in the selected element. After before methods added the content after the element or before the element. Append prepend added the content in the selected element. So this content is added in the div element only. So run append prepend. If you click on this particular prepend button, div2 append prepend, or we can apply to the same div element also, div1 and prepend method. So this content added to the starting of the content, this content added to the end of the content. Run append. So added end of the content, prepend added starting of the content. So append prepend added content in the selected element. So you can apply to the div2 elements also. Okay, at the beginning of the selected element, at the end of the selected element. So next one is after before. btn after and before. And before. Not after. After method and before. this content added to the after div1 element, this content added to the div2 element before the div2 element. Okay, content added. Okay, b element after div element. After div element added some content, and next run before button, and before also added before div2 element. Okay, so use break element. Okay, after div1 you added, and next you added div2 before. Okay, after before added the content. So using append, prepend, after, before methods, we can add the contents in the runtime to the HTML document. And next one is remove method and empty method. Remove and empty methods. Using remove method, removes the selected element and its selector and its child elements. Using remove method, we can remove selector elements, selector element, and use child elements. Child elements. Using empty method, we can remove child elements only, child elements of the selected element. Child elements, child elements from the selected element. Remove method, we can remove selected elements and its child elements. Empty method, we can remove child elements from the selected elements, selected element. Remove.html form. Post in this particular div element, we have some two paragraphs. Okay, first paragraph and second paragraph. I want to remove this div1 element with child elements. Child elements means these two paragraphs. btn remove. Remove method and dot remove method. The div element removes with the selector with the child elements. So okay, div element with the two contents, two paragraphs. So here div element and two paragraphs is there. When you click on this button, the div1 is removed from content, from document using remove method. So this remove method removes selected elements and its child elements also. Or we can remove the elements by using class, like one paragraph is there and class equal to uh, my class 1, example paragraph, and one more paragraph is there. Okay, I want to remove paragraph with class name my class 1. So for this, dollar symbol dash uh, use element selector p dot remove dot, here give the class name my class 1. So removes the element with the class name my class 1. These are called filter remove. Remove method accepts one parameter, like which is allows you to filter the elements to be removed. Okay, two paragraphs is there. Example content with class. Okay, I want to remove this class. When you click on this button, so only one paragraph is there. Total div element is removed and paragraph, only this paragraph is removed with the class name my class 1. So this paragraph is displaying. And next, empty method. remove this two and this one also. Dot empty method. So this empty method doesn't accept any parameters. Okay, ఏంటంటే అర్థం కాలేదు రష్మి.
హలో,
చెప్పండి.
ఇందాక 2 పారాగ్రాఫ్స్ లో ఒక పారాగ్రాఫ్ ని రిమూవ్ చేసింది కదండి.
అవును,
రెండిటిది సెలెక్టర్ పిఏ ఉంటది కదా.
పిఏ ఉంటుంది కానీ క్లాస్ నేమ్ మెన్షన్ చేశాం కదా అక్కడ మెథడ్లో.
ఓకే
సో ఆ క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఉన్నది మాత్రమే రిమూవ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే
అదనమాట.
ఓకే
ఓకే, రిమూవ్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, empty method don't accept any parameters, only is empty method. When you click on this button, empty button, the only child elements are removed from selected element. Okay, div element, only these two paragraphs are removed from div element. Okay, these two paragraphs is there. When you click on this, total content is removed, only div element is there. Total div element is empty, there is no content and elements also. Okay, only div element is empty. So by using empty method, remove method removes the elements with the selected elements also. Remove the elements, remove the selected element and child elements also. Remove method. Empty method empty the selected element, removes only child elements from the selected element. Okay.